Hello, Geezebros, and welcome back to the finale of this episode, the season-ending episode. And boy, are you guys in for a cracker! Make sure you like, subscribe, and also comment as well. Wimbledon is our first game up. This is the end of season game. This is not the game in hand. This is nothing to do with anything like that. Everyone is playing 2 days, so we could even still win the league. We could still finish second, or we could finish third. Um, the bottom line is we are finishing in the top three. We've already gained promotion, but this is it. We have to kind of win this game, or even a draw, I think, is good, depending on results elsewhere. And we got off to a really good start. Neil hits a shot just over the bar after half an hour. Really good, entertaining first half that we really had denied Wimbledon actually for quite a long period of time. B put a really weird cross, but it fell to Neil, and his chipped effort was just over the bar, and that was half time. So a couple of shots for us, not really troubling the Wimbledon goalkeeper, but still work to do. Remember, if we lose this game, I think that would have been it. In terms of the season and just playing the last two games just for fun, really. But we are a team that never gives up. Drayton never give up, and we never did so. Here, it hit Dan's arm. It bounced to the guy. I don't know who put it at the back of the net, but he did. The referee already gave a penalty, but they scored, so we had a chance to save it. That would have really rubbed salt into the wounds of Wimbledon, but they did score the penalty anyway. With 10 minutes to go, we pushed everyone forward. We had to go for it. Alfie had a shot. It was well saved from the Wimbledon goalkeeper. Really good shot from Alfie, but also a very good save. And then 2 minutes into added on time, B hit a shot. It was I think it was going in. It hit the defender on the arm regardless, but I think it was going in. I couldn't tell you otherwise. Just I felt like B's shot was going to go in. So after Joe missed the penalty in the decisive game, Bradford had a chance to kind of make amends for it, and he did, but only just. Cracking effort from the goalkeeper to even jump that high. A really, really good effort, but a fantastic goal from Joe to salvage a point going into the last two games, because that was the game in hand, these last two games coming up. So with results going our way, we could still get top spot, and we could only just get top spot. We had the better goal difference, so all we had to do was win our games, because if we won 1-0 or 2-1, our goal difference would still improve. So in terms of goal difference, it was absolutely fine. So our first game in hand was Salford, who were also in the playoffs, looking for a chance to come up this season and could potentially win the playoffs as well. Neil was busting the gut forward through here. What a shot! And it hit the side net, and I thought it was in because I saw it hit the net, but it just went past the post. And then up the other end, I don't know who won the header, but it bounced on the line, and Salford headed into an empty net to give them a 1-0 lead, which is obviously not the best thing to do for us, because we need to win this game. A draw or a loss is not good enough. Quick response was needed, and we got it thanks to an absolutely fantastic strike from Tommy. You could see the Drayton fans celebrating in the corner even before that ball went in the back of the net. They know Tommy's ability in striking the ball powerful into the goal. So quick response needed, quick response got, but Salford then went on the attack straight away. I put more people up front. You could see only 4 people at the back. I had to go for it. There was no question about it. They got really lucky here with the tackle was really timed well, but the ball just went forward, and it ended up to the Salford player who tapped it into the, I guess not an empty net, but just be in on a 1v1. Good save there from the Salford goalkeeper, but it falls here to Paul, has a shot, hits the top of the bar, and the keeper punches it away. Mikey was there, and then falls to me, touch and turn, but apparently a foul or a handball was in the build-up, so chance goes begging, and then on the stroke of half-time, it's a really good play from B into Mikey, good through ball to Neil, and he just got lucky, enough power on it either the fact that it went over, I think it went under the keeper and hit the keeper on the arm or the leg, but the ball sped up and it didn't for us slow down, which is a good thing. Neil was on fire this episode. Hits an absolute power shot against the post, was very unlucky. Put back in, and Mikey's header was well saved down. So we're piling on the pressure with 10 minutes to go, and then from the resulting corner, it's whipped in, and then Mikey just heads it into the back of the net. Mikey does what Mikey does best, is score goals, but really questions. If you're a Bradford or a Northampton fan, you'll be asking if the keeper was match fixing there. Really dodgy from him. Novio nearly scores. He hit the bar and went over the goal, but we managed to win 3-2, so that's step one done. We had to win the other game now, which was Barrow away. So both away games really not good for our away form, but we managed to come through here. A difficult game against Salford, but yeah, but away games are harder. I don't know what happened here. Neil made it for a challenge, then he went for another challenge, but I won the ball. The referee deemed that he didn't, and then sent Neil off. And against this is against everything. All the people against us here, FIFA gods, EFL, whatever. But we went down to 10 men for the 80 odd minutes. But Barrow played a high line. B did really well to intercept it, and one-on-one with the goalkeeper with his weak left foot slots it in the back of the net and gives us a 1-0 lead after 19 minutes. And we're down to 10 men. It doesn't matter. We've got no number 10 now. We're nil. But we pushed people forward still. We had to win this game, and we're just doing that thanks to B. A really cheap goal to concede here. Dan goes up for the header, but in doing so, going up for the header, he actually heads down to their player and gives them the equaliser. Just sometimes you can't help it, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Poor defending from us. And then here, Chris gets back to win it. I felt like he went down really easy. This ref seemed dodgy. Little niggly fouls here was given against us, but the penalty was saved. It was a poor penalty. He just tapped it, and Ian was able to make a fantastic save. Into the second half, of course, 0-0 on the corners. Dan wins up to get up to header. He tried to get up again, and then the defender here tried to play it out. I don't know what he was doing. Chris put in a really good tackle. I'm surprised he didn't give a foul for that, the referee, but he puts an absolutely delicious cross to Mikey, who heads up and over the goalkeeper into the far corner and restores our lead. And at this moment in time, we are winning the league by goal difference. So we had to see it out with 10 men. I went defensive. It was probably my mistake that I went a little bit defensive. Dan almost gets the slide tackle. Novio tries to get there. So does Chris as well to try and stop the shot, but unfortunately for us it doesn't end up like that. And then here I try to win it back. Novio wins the ball, gives it back. B wins the ball. I could have played in the Mikey, but just couldn't get it, and it was just really frustrating. And then out of nowhere, Mikey with a hard challenge, bang, right into him, wins the ball. Away he goes. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Mikey slots it away in added time. And I wish I put my live reaction of me screaming and celebrating that. 10 men backs against the wall all game, defending really well, and Mikey comes up with an absolutely fantastic solo goal to win the game for us and also win the league. Alfie could have put the icing on the cake, should have crossed it across, but I wanted a goal for Alfie. But the keeper made a save, and that was it. It finished. At start, I was kind of like, oh, no one's celebrating. Like, what's going on here? We haven't got the trophy lift animation. We haven't got anything. Just players like that. And I thought, oh, did we finish second or third? Did we not actually have enough goals, or what sort of went wrong? Because the players just walked off like nothing really happened. But as you can see here on the table, on reflection, even with goal difference, after our 3-2 win, we have won the league by 4 goals. So absolutely over the moon about that. 4 goals is the difference, guys. So I'm going to put it into a live recording of me doing a season end review. So I thought I'd add this into it as well, so I can carry on doing the pre-season and the contracts whilst this is going to be scheduled to be uploaded. So enjoy that, guys. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all for the next episode, which will be the start of the League One campaign. Cheers, guys. Hello Gizmos and welcome back to the end of season review video. I'm going to take a look at everyone's stats, the position that we finished and how we did during the season, in terms of like away days, home games, just different varieties of stuff towards the channel and how we did in cup competitions as well. So the main thing is, out of nowhere, we won the league on goal difference in the end. It wasn't by much. It was literally 4 goals is the difference, and we won it by give or take a couple of high scoring games in our end. Did well. 3 points off Bradford, who of course that point looks so valuable now, thanks to B's goal, a couple of late results that we got. So yeah, just really, really good in terms of it. Losing probably 12 games is not, I guess, as a season, it's not too bad, but it's not overly great in that sense as well. So as terms of playoffs, it's Gillingham, Stockport, Salford, and Doncaster. I personally think that probably Gillingham will come up. I think a good side in League Two. They did really well, so I do think that they'll come up. Maybe Stockport, but we shall see. If there was relegation in this, it would be Grimsby and Sutton going down. Grimsby winning only 7 games, not even double figures. Conceded 74 goals. Sutton conceded 76. Rochdale there 64. Carlisle 68. A lot of teams conceded a lot of goals, but we had the worst defence. We conceded 82, and if it wasn't for the fact that we scored 113, we would have been way down further that table. So not overly great in terms of defensive stats, really. In terms of clean sheets or the goals that we conceded is very poor. So hopefully in League One, of course, it's a much better league, so we need to be better in terms of that. So in the goals, while we're talking about goals and clean sheets, here is the stats for the players. Mikey finished on 30 goals. Of course, Mikey's goal won us the league on the last day of the season away at Barrow. So he finishes the season on 30 and will win the Golden Boot as well. All of his goals pretty much come in the League Two. One in the Carabao Cup. Must have been off the bench for one of them games. 15 assists as well, so it's not too bad. 45 goal contributions for the season. Myself got 29 goals with 14, so just a couple less than Mikey. So yeah, not really overly bad for first season. Neil struggles in previous FIFAs to even get double figures, but this time it got 22. Absolutely flying out the box. B doesn't score a lot of goals in terms of just gets maybe double figures and never gets his bonus, but today, or this season shall we say, he has got his bonus and also finished on 20 goals whilst having 19 assists, so 39 goal contributions, which is pretty high, but he is the assist leader by 2, Neil up there on 17, but that's such a really good season for B. Tommy, out of nowhere, went on that really amazing run in March, scoring like 7 goals in one episode. So he's up there on double figures as well. So Tommy played really well. Ocean on 8 goals, did really well himself. He's a born goal scorer, has been throughout my career of doing these, and just shows that he is a very, very prolific goal scorer no matter what team you put him in. Jack did really well, came in for a couple of games. Obviously, there was a few injuries, took the Papa John's trophy by storm. I think he won the Golden Boot in that as well. He got 6 goals in that. Danny didn't have a really great start to the season, was very slow getting out of the box, but in some games he did score some important goals and ends the goal season on 5. Paul, probably expected a little bit more from Paul, but he did well in terms of clean sheets, but just would expect that a little bit better. He ends a season on 3 and 3. Alfie, his first season, probably good for him, fitting into a new team. First time I've done him on the career mode, so just fits in really well. He got 2 goals whilst also grabbing 6 assists as well, so a very good start for him. Tony didn't really play that much, just literally all cup competitions. Got 1-on-1. Davey as well. First season for him under this. Scored early doors and also got an assist as well. So a good start for him. Hopefully pushing forward more. Ryan scoring the random goal that he scored from a corner, being up there. He got 1 with 4 assists as well. So pretty good for Ryan. Ian, 1 goal as well. So he is the last one who has actually scored goals in this campaign. So hopefully next season we see a fair 4 more goals coming up. Alfie, 2 clean sheets. He needed 5 for the bonus, so not overly fantastic, but it's not bad for a start. Kian, 0 goals, but did manage to grab an assist. So he should hopefully get better as the season goes on or the career mode goes on. Robbie, 25 appearances, 1 assist, a couple of clean sheets, but no goals, unfortunately. But hopefully that will change. Sov, 3 clean sheets and 23 appearances, so 20 games. He didn't keep a clean sheet, so hopefully that's something to work on. Dan, the captain, played really well. A couple of clean sheets, good clean sheet stats. Same with Chris, both are 9 between them. But when you put their appearances together, probably not overly great. But we will work on that, and I think the whole of the defence team, including keepers and midfielders, will need to work from that. Maybe it might be turned to defend from the front, as they say. Novio, always consistent with me in these teams. He did really well this season. And then finally, Ian, 1 clean sheet in 23. So 22 games, he didn't keep a clean sheet. And I'm more than happy to say that's not very good enough. But of course, the away games were the ones where we lost the most. So that's in terms of sort of the stats development. I think everyone that went up by 2 or 3. So yeah, it's not overly amazing. But it is League 2. A couple of people did their bonuses, so it's not fantastic as well. So hopefully next season we can get more and more bonuses will be completed. Maybe lower the bonuses as well. A couple of goals instead of doing 20 clean sheets. Might just do 10 or 5 because it seems the clean sheets are our problem. In terms of Mick, our biggest win was 6-2 against Doncaster. Our biggest defeat was 4-0 away at Stockport. In terms of records, 35 wins, 11 draws, 16 defeats. We scored 147 goals in all competitions and conceded 116. Now, when you put that in terms of the league to the cups, we actually conceded way more in the league than we did in all the cups, so not very good in terms of that. FA Cup 3rd round replay we got knocked out of. It says replay, but I think we got knocked out in the 3rd round by Fulham, so yeah, there was no replay there. Carabao Cup 3rd round, got knocked out by Everton. We won the league, we got to the final but lost the final Papa John's Trophy. Didn't win Manager of the Year, didn't win any Manager of the Months, but that's fine. So it's not overly too bad. Just before I wrap up this video, just want to go through the calendar and see, because obviously you can't see home and away, but just as a concept, look how many games we lost away. So Sutton was away, Leyton Orient was away, Salford we lost at home. That was the first home game that we lost, actually, was the Salford one. But Sutton, Leyton Orient, Stockport we lost at home, Newport there you can see, Northampton, Gillingham, Swindon, Doncaster. Just trying to count. It was a final. Stockport, that was at home. So 8 games we lost away. So it's not overly fantastic. It is quite poor in terms of that. And if you do it to the home games in the league, so Salford 1, Stockport 2, Sutton 3, and then Northampton 4. So we lost 4 home games compared to 8 away. So double the fact that we lost away than we did at home. So again, not overly great away from home. If anyone does have a theory of how to defend better away from home, how to keep it more tight, do let me know, and I will be more than happy to put that formation into tact on this season. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the video, guys. It's just an end of season review, how we did, how we're going to push on, and then yeah, hopefully I will end this and get through pre-season and get to the start of next season. Of course, contracts will be done, new bonuses. We all signed 5-year deals, so I don't think any extensions are going to be added. It will be then 4 years, so it'll literally just be new contracts, which of course I'll bring out in the pre-season video, ready for next season, and so on and so forth. So, yep, thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate all your support throughout this season. Hopefully through the career mode, carrying on, you do remain with me. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate all the support, the comments on Twitter that I get, because obviously some people just may not have YouTube channels, but yeah, really do appreciate it. And yes, I shall see you for our campaign in League One.